Imagine if students could have access to the same technologies that power interactive 3D games to collaborate on their group projects. Imagine if students had remote access to critical design technology for participation in collaborative problem solving.
There's no borders on the internet. People all over the world need to start working in a network, because people from India, people from China, they're just like us, and they have companies that need help or, that want to help. And when we have problems working on their equipment or vice versa, it's nice to have it so that we don't have to haul anybody around the world to help us. So basically it's instant help wherever you can get it.
If we hit that, we've got some action happening. Nope. And everything's working properly. We can do them two at a time.
Mike Craker integrates this virtual environment approach with his students at Willmar High School. Brandon and Ed are learning automation and motion control using collaborative problem-solving techniques.
We both have strengths and weaknesses, and we basically cover for each other,
I definitely am a fan of the trial and error thing, where there's like, here's the stuff, here's a basic of how to do it, let's see what you can do with it.
When Brandon and Ed run into a problem they can't solve, their teacher has an established connection with a virtual team expert.
Automation and motion control, this is Ken.
This is Willmar. We're ready to look through the cap station.
Okay, just a second. I've got you guys on camera here.
I thought what we would do today is go through what the overall flow of that machine is in terms of its sequence. So we'll do that by beginning with the human-machine interface that you have in front of you there, Brandon.
Dr. Ken Ryan from the Center for Automation and Motion Control, located at Alexandria Technical College, assists Brandon and Ed.
After he answers, he has immediate access to the camera here, and he can see what we're doing. He has preset camera positions, so he can look at us, look at the project, or look at the laptops. And he can control the laptops through his remote access. He can see the logic, he can check the logic, he can see our human-machine interface. Basically, he has just as much access to the machine as we do right here.
We have a connection to the expertise of the instructors at Alex Tech. I have a limited skill in this particular area, and I've been learning over the years, but these guys have been working, this is their life work, and they have some tremendous things going on at their school there. My students are able to tap in to some of that knowledge as they work with them through the internet.
Yeah, right there. Can you see the valve for A, for cylinder A? Can you point specifically to it? There it is right there. Now there should be a little light, there should be a solenoid light that should go on if that is actually active.
Dr. Ken Ryan says there's a need to have some underlying structure to this type of learning process.
The social networking skills that are brought in combination with the technology that we're applying to emerging problems is very important. We see Ed and Brandon working down in Willmar on technology that may be relatively new to them, but because they have access to subject matter experts remotely and know how to properly leverage that technology, they can solve a problem that if left on their own they couldn't do. But they really have to have those communication skills that we see them using.
There could be blockage of the air supply to the cylinder.
They have to be able to effectively ask questions. They have to be able to listen to answers. They have to know what direction that they want to go with the problem. So that whole blending of what technology they have to apply to what problem, and then what social networking skills are they using to weave that all together, those are going to be key points in how we move forward in the workforce of tomorrow.
Imagine if students could network in a virtual environment to design a solution to a problem. Imagine if all the needed tools were at their virtual fingertips. Imagine if subject matter experts from around the globe are available for consultation. Imagination becomes reality with the vision of the Minnesota 21st Century Learning Project.